Craig.
Yo.
You've worked with Judah Friedlander?
Oh, absolutely.
Artie Lang and Pete Davidson?
Oh, yeah. I'm friends with all three. They're all cool guys. I've opened for all of them, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
I saw Judah Friedlander live once. He's great.
The world champion.
Yeah.
I'm actually in his book. He wrote a book, How to Beat Up Anybody, like a karate book, like an instructional book. Like funny, it's comedy. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And I'm in like the first 4 pages on how to beat up 4 guys on a rooftop.
And
he kicks me in the face. He steps on my neck. Like he throws me down. Yeah. Like he's smashing me in the face. So you see the pictures. You know, like he tells how to do it. And I'm one of the thugs in the pictures on the rooftop getting beat up. So.
That's amazing. You guys actually on a rooftop?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We shot it in Brooklyn. Yeah, we shot it on a rooftop in Brooklyn in like the winter.
Cool.
We tried to make it look as warm as possible as it was, but it was like 12 degrees out there.
You're wearing a white beater.
Oh yeah. I'm like 8 stories up on like a rooftop in a building, and I actually we got to wear long sleeves but no jackets. So I'm
buying this book now just so I can see your picture.
Yeah, it's how to beat up anybody, whatever. It's a karate book. It's yellow and white. It's cool. It's a funny book. It's like stupid. It's a silly read. There's a ton of comics in it. There's a ton of local guys from around here that are in it because he used a lot of his friends.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
But yeah, so I had the opportunity to be in that book with him, and I used to just tour with him and open, and it's just so funny because I was a comic. I mean, I'm a plumber by trade,
Yeah.
So he would call me, and my phone would go off. I'm like, it says Judah, I'm like, oh, nice, Judah's calling me. Must be a gig. I'm like, yo, dude, what's up? Hey, Craig, my radiator's leaking. Could you, you think you can come up to my apartment in Queens? It's leaking right through into the basement. So I'm up there, I'm fixing his fucking radiator. Like 3 months go by, I get a call again. I'm like, what's up, dude? Yo, my toilet's backing up. And so I became Danny Aiello. I used to do, the actor Danny Aiello had a club in Hoboken.
Yeah.
And I was a super regular there. I was there every Thursday for almost 6 years. Like I was there 3 out of 4 Thursdays a month because it was just Thursday night shows. I was there 3 out of 4 Thursdays a month for almost 6 years. Like I was a super regular, very well liked in the club, very looked for in the club and stuff. So, but he would call me every once in a while. I'm like, nice, Danny Aiello's calling me. Craig, my baby. Hey, Craig, baby, like that. Yo, my toilet's backing up. You think you can come out? And I'm like, yeah, no problem, Dan. And I go to his house and fix his toilet and shit.
I don't want to name drop or nothing, but I fix this guy's toilet.
But as I said, like I know all these famous people, and I would think like every time they call, like I'm getting something good out of it. I am the fucking plumber to the stars. That's what I am.
I got this clog, bro. I got this hair.
I can tell you the texture and fucking color of many famous people's fucking bowel movements. But you're not going to see me in any of their movies anytime soon.
Just getting beat up in a book.
Right.
That's cool, though.
But
it's still cool. That's still amazing.
So all of them, Petey, Audie, I worked with all of them. I had the pleasure to work with all of them. On Audie's show a few times, and both shows, his podcast and his DirecTV show and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
So in fact, I'll be going on it again. I don't like going on if I don't have anything to plug. Like so, and I always feel like I never want to like overstep my boundaries, which sucks. I really should.
Yeah.
But is a phone call coming in?
No, that's his Facebook.
All right. But as soon as this is coming out and I have a place to put this, I'm gonna be all over. Because Audie's now with Anthony Cumia.
Yeah. He's on the network.
A&A, the Anthony and Audie show.
Oh, wow. They're doing a show together
on Compound Media.
Oh,
and that's the place where I do that show, New York City Crime Report.
Yes, I know you do that.
So it's all the same. So I see all those guys all the time up there too. So I'm I'm hoping to go through all of that with legit. I'm going to call in all my punches and try to get on some of the coolest shows ever.
Nice.
But I got to get it sold.
Us. You could be like, I've been on the Robinson.
I might actually get knocked out of doing something better because that's the caliper. Just don't tell me the testosterone show too.
It's only up from here.
That was my show. Oh, you pulled the picture. Yeah, it's been getting kicked right there. Yeah. There's a few. There's a couple more pictures on that page. If you're on that page. But if you just go, there's a close-up of him
stepping. At least it's in color. He spent the money to get it put into print
it's a
color.
funny book.
Well, I think I'm going to read it, too. He kind of sold me on it.
You don't know how to read.
Yes, I do.
Dude, his opening lines is like...
I know, we've heard it.
As his opening lines in the book are something like, to be a great karate master, you need to have a sunken chest So when people swing at you, they miss. and an extended belly, so when they punch you in the stomach, it'll bounce back and hit them and shit. Like, and he's standing there like with his belly way extended, and like the picture, it's a side profile, and it has like arrows pointing with like a sunken chest written and distended belly and like all the directional of there.
The first picture Slim showed me had like arrows.
Yeah,
and
with
circles,
that
I
one,
think,
like,
right?
Yeah, there's another one with all the writing and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like
So
3 or
good.
4. There's 4. I think there's 4 pictures in there. I was blessed to, thank God. Like
That's
guys,
cool.
I'm friendly enough with that he even considered me, So.
It's an honor.
But dude, immortalized in one way or another. Like, I may not do anything else ever in my life, but I am in Judah Friedlander's book.
That is cool. That's cool.
That 23 people bought. No, actually, it was kind of successful.
24.
I did a show with him one night, which was really cool. And I got one person, but one person realized I was in the book too, and I signed.
Did you autograph?
Yeah, I signed my page.
Nice.
And, he was signing all these autographs, and someone's like, "Dude, you were in this book too, right?" I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, you want to sign your thing? Where are you? I'm like, page 4. 4 or 5, one of those. I don't remember.
Right.
And the first few pages just keep going. There. Oh, there I am. And I signed. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I tried to make as much noise as possible so other people would see that I'm signed up. Yes, I will sign that for you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Any other takers?
Anybody
Nobody. One person. One fucking person.
The value of this book just shot up.
In the crowd.
But you know what? That one person has a book that was actually like less value because I signed it too.
Now I feel like I just bought the digital copy. Now I gotta order like the actual copy just so I could have you sign it.
Sign his phone.
I'll sign your fucking Kindle, dude.
Yeah.
Right across the screen. Then every book you read will be fucking signed by me, bitch.
Sign it with a knife.
Yeah.
Just
I'll
scratch
carve
your
my
name
name into it. Yeah. I'll mark an X.
Yeah, I saw Judah Friedlander and Jim Jeffries both at like a festival in Jersey City.
Yeah, I wasn't at that festival. I wish I was, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. You know what I'm hoping? I mean, nothing make. At the end of the day, I shot the special. I did all this work. I raised this money. It came out really good. I did so many cool things to be to make it as good as possible. And it looks like it's going to be incredible. But I know there's always that chance that after 2 or 3 years of trying to sell it, because I'm going to push the shit out of it trying to sell it anywhere it ends up, it could still just be the best fucking quality DVD I'm selling in the back of the room for $10 in like 3 years. I know that's a possibility. I know it.
Wow.
But I do know, like, I know people, like some more famous people that can help me.
Yeah.
Guys, like you may have mentioned some of them or whatever. So I'm going to look to them to see if they can help me just with distribution or get me in front of the people I need to get in front of.
Exactly.
And I know
get me in contact.
And I know the contacts who I'm looking for, and I know people who know them. Like I got it all worked out. I just don't want to go over my boundaries and say anything stupid here and then it doesn't happen. And I feel I'd rather come back and be like, guys, I couldn't talk to you about it, but this will be the last time I'm ever on your show because I may call in once in a while, but I ain't fucking driving 80 miles to sit at this fucking folding table, you jerk.
We'll see him on the way up and on the way down.
Right, I don't care how many fucking times Slim tells me he almost painted, he just cleaned. But it does look so much whiter.
It does, though.
It does.
That's just shocking.
But I know it might not go anywhere. So, but I really feel in my heart that it is going somewhere. Like I hope so. It's incredible. And dude, it was funny. Again, I'm the hardest person on myself.
Everybody is.
I feel, you don't know, the morning before I left. Now I'm a little high energy. I have a little bit of issues. I have ADD and shit like that. So the morning before I left, I started fighting with everybody in my entire family, just fighting about everything because I was going to see this thing and it was do or die. I knew, I was just getting so fucking built up inside. I was raging because I was like, if this thing sucks,
taking it out,
I'm done because I won't let it go anywhere. I'm not going to release shit. I'm not going to even let mediocre. I don't even want mediocre to go out there. I want you to... The Comedy Central and all these fucking channels are filled with mediocre. I'm listening. Yeah. Mike Buschetti did a thing on Raw Dog Comedy on Sirius where he did his own, taking over, the Raw Dog Takeover, and Mike Buschetti played some of his favorite comics, and it was on re-aired yesterday, so I sat in the truck listening to it because I wanted to hear it,
Yeah.
And I broke my other phone where I had Sirius on my fucking phone where I couldn't listen to it anywhere. But I broke that phone, so I had to fucking sit in my truck like a fucking... kid just sitting out there in the fucking parking lot. But I sat out there listening, and it was awesome. Where was I going with this?
Did he play you?
No. He played great stuff.
You're talking about mediocre.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Mediocre
I'm sorry.
everywhere.
Yes, thank you. Someone's paying attention because it wasn't me. My water bottle's getting the better of me. And that pipe I smoked on the way in. But I'm sitting there and I listened to like 3 comics before his thing, and his thing was only about 40 minutes. I thought it was an hour, and then I listened to the one after, and I actually turned it off about 3 minutes in. The bullshit fucking... And then I got on my truck again today, and it was on when I turned on my truck this morning, and I listened again for about another 2 minutes. The bullshit that they are trying to push down your throat as comedy is fucking disgusting. You barely hear the laughter. If you can't hear laughter, you know what? It's not fucking funny. Like, if the people in the room aren't laughing, what makes you think anybody else is gonna... fucking redneck sitting in his fucking pickup truck. You know what? I just had my hand up a cow's ass trying to make him fucking have a baby, you know? And I want to listen to something funny. And some fucking girl gets on and she's like, you know, as I walk down the streets in Soho, like, you know, it's like, who gives a fuck? Really? This is what you're pushing down people's fucking throats?
Years ago, we had somebody on, and
I was just thinking the same thing.
Anybody laughing in the audience? He's like, "Oh, well, that was just the angle of the camera." Like, no, they were not.
They were not laughing.
You're not funny,
dude. I had videos that like the shows were great, the nights were great, but I had my own little shit camera in the back of the room, and it only picks up the first line of sight, like, of the audience, you know. And
that's
you because you're in,
it would pick them up the most.
If it was good, it had to be really fucking loud and a lot for me to put it on like YouTube. If it didn't have, if I couldn't hear it, even if it was good, it wasn't going up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of videos that went by the way of the dodo because I just was not satisfied with the quality. I don't want anything to be fake. Like when I was listening to this with these guys, it's like, this is great. And they have, not only are you hearing all the laughter, and you just have to put all 5. Did they put 2 mics in the audience in the room, and all 4 cameras had audio, had mics on them.
Mic.
So he has the audio from all of them. So he like is syncing it all up. So the whole room, you'll just get that whole, like, everybody collectively laughing instead of just getting this section. He's got all the sections. So when he puts it together, you're gonna hear the whole room laughing. And even just listening to like one of the like when I was watching it, I was only listening to one audio of the laughter, and I was like, wow, this is fucking great. Cool. This is great. Yeah, there was 1 or 2 times I was like, yo, you're gonna bring up the audio on that, right? he's like, dude, were you listening through one? I only put one audio on here. I didn't put all the audios together yet. You know, you don't worry about it. Yeah. But it was still just me. He's like, dude, it's funny. Did you hear it? I'm like, no, I hear it. It's good. It's good.
They weren't laughing loud enough. Come on, turn them up.
So not only will it be like real, and like I said, almost the first 90% of it will be almost consecutive before it gets cut.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And the cuts are only bringing me to the end, to my closer bit anyway. So, it's fucking, and it just, the laughter's great, and the people are great, and everything's fucking awesome. But the bad thing is the last 5 minutes, as I'm doing the balloon, my closing bit, I actually unplug the fucking...
The mic?
The camera on the audience. Unknowingly, they didn't know.
Just didn't even know.
We're showing it in another camera. He's like, look, right here at 59 minutes.
How did
this
you
one
do
goes
that?
Dead. The wire on the mic, because I'm all over the place, I'm talking, got stuck, and I fucking shook it like this, and I yelled at the club owner. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Gene, 30 feet of fucking wire, and this is what you give me. Fuck you. You know, and I'm pulling the wire, and I smack, like, you know, throwing the loops through the wire like this. I smacked into the fucking plug in the wall. They had it on camera. They didn't know either what happened. So as we're sitting there watching the Raw, he's like, oh, look. And he goes to the overhead shot. And in the overhead shot, when I do that, you watch the wire knock the plug out of the wall. He goes, dude, they never knew. So the last 5 minutes, they don't have they have other shots with me and the audience mixed, but they didn't have just the audience for the last 5 minutes where people are fucking smacking the table. I'm like, you motherfucker!
You should end it like Cloverfield or something. Like some monster just attacked. The camera went out. No. Everybody died.
We have all the just the last. Even it's probably going to be in the end like the last 4 minutes, and they're still going to use angles where you'll see the audience. But it's the only time where they're going to have to like go back and actually take, like, now stock laughter from another part. Even though, at that point, people are I wish they had it, but they're smacking the fucking tables, like, laughing.
I can send you that.
Yeah. No. We have all the laughter. It's just
a shot you don't have.
Erupted.
Yeah. We saw the shot, the crowd.
Now, is that Slambo still doing who's doing that?
That's Morgan Freeman.
Who's Morgan Freeman?
He's Morgan Freeman. He's an actor.
He doesn't sound. He sounds nothing like Morgan Freeman.
He's Spicoli TV.
Right.
He hooks us up every week.
No, it's funny, but that's no Morgan Freeman. That's not Red from Shawshank. I'll tell you that right now. Rich was here, and so was Red. But it's funny. Still funny. But yeah. So I unplugged the camera on the audience. In the last 5 minutes, unknowing. So, but just that camera. I mean, everything else was still running, and they used the other camera to go into the audience. At one point, when he realized that he didn't have an camera on the audience, he made one of the other cameras turn.
Oh, okay.
But there's just they're making it work, but it was just my fault.
Yeah.
Like my fucking fault.
And you did want that footage of the audience.
Well, only because when people are slapping, there's still going to be shit in there, but you might not see the slapping of the hands on the fucking table and shit. Right. But you know what? It was a great night. I can't wait for it. I really think, like I said, the quality, the laughter, everything. I think because I think you lose when you watch something on TV. You always lose like not being there and the audience. So there's always that drop off of humor. Like even if someone's really funny and you're watching them, they're still funny, but they're not as funny as when you're there. Like comedy's infectious. That's why I wanted to do it in a club. That's why I wanted to do it where people sit closer than this. Even we're too far apart for comedy right now. There should be someone in between us. Maybe move down. You get up close. It's contagious. So you're almost touching shoulders and touching elbows. You go into the city, man, and they pack you in like fucking sardines. But when you're laughing, and there's 120 people squeezed together, all 120 people are laughing, man. And it's just contagious. It's just great. So that's what I wanted to do with this. I wanted to, how I grew up as a comic, watching some of the '80s specials. It was club stuff. It wasn't theater stuff, and I couldn't fill the theater. So why bother? But I love it, man. I just think it's. Sorry, I keep talking about it. I got ADD, and I've never been prouder. With the exception of my kids, dude. With the exception of my children being born, I've never been prouder of a project to date so far than this project.
That's awesome.
And that it's like done. Like it's in somebody else's hands getting finished. But these guys are incredible. I mean, seeing the work that they did on the movie Abnormal Attraction, I'm like, thank God I picked these guys. And did you ever see that little commercial I did? That the wolf. The Legend of the Beer Wolf.
Yes,
they did, yeah. They shot that. These are the same guys. So you see the quality of that commercial. I watched it on my TV in my living room, 50-inch TV, and it was perfect. Like from YouTube, like the pixelation was perfect. I was like, wow. Like I watch my videos and I look like something from the movie Pixels. Like I'm definitely fucking separating and shit. So I look like I should be walking with theme music and I pause to power up and shit. So that's fucking what it looks like. But yeah, they looked perfect. I was like, wow. And when we went to see the movie, they threw that in on the. Are we taking a break? Is it break time?
I'm gonna piss, but dude,
we can keep going.
Keep going. We only got a few minutes till next call.
Yeah, what happened to the last call?
We didn't have one.
It was
I thought you said there was an 8 o'clock call.
8 o'clock.
What time?
8 o'clock yet. It's 7:57.
Oh, really? I was so hoping it was almost 9. Wow, how time is going really slow when you don't want it to. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no. So it was just. It's just all good, man. I'm just very excited about this. I hope that it goes good places, and I'm really hoping for Netflix. I'll take anything. I'll take fucking PBS. I don't even give a shit. Like, could you see, like, PBS? Rob! Fuck you.
That would be amazing. Dick. I was going to tell you, if worse comes to worse, we'll just replace our whole first hour with your special for like a year.
And 6,000 to 7,000 people will slowly watch it.